Subscribe or they will haunt you. What do people learn too late? Try to be skeptical of everything and ask for proof, so you don't fall for scams like giving money/help/awards to PPL faking illnesses, as a lot of Reddit learned the hard way this week. Silence is golden. Seriously, the amount of people who spout crap that no one cares about just to hear themselves talk. You don't need your ears to listen to yourself. Many college degrees have no job market. Trade school is a financially solid option out of high school. 2 words. Flared base. I don't get it. Anyways, gotta run. I'm putting up some curtains. Naked, on a stepladder, above a basket of assorted fruit and vegetables. Oil up for safety. That being mean to people will get you nowhere. Failure happens and it's part of a learning process. Never be afraid of failing. In the same line, being wrong about something and changing your mind is okay. How short life is. To be fair, this quote generally has the tendency to encourage behaviors that make life even shorter. Save your goddamn money. Edit. Nearly 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 stashed away, according to Gulbenkian Rate's 2019 savings survey. That's goddamn wrong. That nobody will be a better advocate for you than yourself, especially when it comes to your health, mental and physical health. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. You'll have to do it yourself eventually. That friendships and relationships should never be so difficult to be in that it drains you of joy or throws you into depression. And if you are that depressed friend that keeps losing connections with meaningful people, it's never too early to get help. Even if you think you can beat it, it's temporary or you don't deserve it. Toxicity in any person is inevitable as people grow and change. What separates the toxic people from others is that they refuse to or are unable to recognize their own toxic patterns and cannot change their toxic behaviors. When they negatively impact others, and learn your own issues, do self-work, you're always going to be better for it. That's being wrong, and changing your mind is actually nothing to be ashamed of. Edit. Now I finally get to write that sentence too. Thanks for the award, kind stranger. That hating people who are different makes you nothing but unhappy. Wow, isn't that the truth? The importance of education. As a kid you're always hear generic statements like, this will help your career, but nothing specific enough to be useful. I feel this hard with math. There's a lot of things I learned in high school that are now super useful in 3rd year engineering classes. But I had no idea why I needed to learn it at the time. Not everyone is going to like you, no matter how hard you try. You could be the juiciest peach in existence, full of flavor. Yet there will still be those who don't like peaches. You're as pure as a peach, and as nice and as neat, as fun and as fair, and as swell and as sweet, as soft and as smooth, and as cool and as cute. She smiled at him gently. It's just, I hate fruit. F in the chat for Peachman. How to not give a fluke about how others see you. Seems simple enough for me now in my 20s, but back in high school there were many flukes given about how others saw me. Ironically, those people that didn't care how others saw them were often the more respected ones. Edit. Sorry, I should clarify. It's more about how to not give too many flukes, not none at all. This is more about when you worry too much about what you're wearing, only saying what's cool, only being seen with the cool people, only listening to the music that will make you seem cool. If, for example, you are 16 and already onto your 8th boyfriend and all your friends are telling you to focus on other things besides boys, then you definitely should give a flukes about what they think. That it's possible to do everything fucking right and still lose. Just life in it. Edit. I didn't know that was from Star Trek. I just know it from a comment on Reddit 6 months ago, and shit is true. Consider what saying yes will cost you. Time, energy, money, etc. If you really can't part with what it would cost, then no is a statement of fact and an act of self-respect. Also, recognize that other people are allowed to be upset or have negative emotions without it being your job to fix that, even if they say you're the source or reason. Obviously, if you've hurt someone with your words or actions, you should apologize. But if someone's mad at you for not doing them a favor, too bad. You're probably not their only option and they'll just have to learn to solve their own problems. We are each responsible for our own happiness. We can choose to add to the happiness of others, but it's nobody's job to ensure someone else's happiness. Learning when to say no. Learning how to apologize when it's your fault, and how to not apologize when it's not your fault. A cat on his back inviting a chesty rub is a trap. Nothing can stop me from trying. Interest rates, credit cards, credit score, money saving techniques. 401k. In other words, anything that keeps you from being trapped by poor money management. Don't worry if you aren't living an exciting or extravagant life. It's okay to live simply and quietly. It doesn't mean that you're wasting your life. Don't ever think it's okay to talk to yourself in a manner you wouldn't let another human being talk to you. The biggest abuser I ever had in my life was my constant companion, the thoughts in my head. We often take care to choose our words when correcting a child or friend, but if anyone had talked to me the way I talked to me for 30 straight f***ing years, I would have murdered them and probably got away with it too. Be nice to yourself. You're the only you have. Saying I love you or wanting to reach out to your family, friends, and loved ones, but crippling anxiety stops you. You never know when it may be too late to say these things, so be in the moment and live/love in the present authentically. That most people will just help you, how and if they can, if you are honest with them. It seems like so many people feel the need to conceal what they actually want from you and try to get it by presenting a half-truth or what they think you want to hear, instead of just being straightforward. The value of walking away from someone toxic in your life, even if it is your parents and family. If you are thinking of it and are scared and have somewhere where you can land in a safe place, then do it. It hurts like hell for a long while, but it gets better, and one day you realize how peaceful your life is, and you find you only miss the family you wish you had had. That no is a complete sentence. Don't get in the habit of auto-launching explanations and defenses. Oftentimes, the people listening will ignore all that anyway and just hear, but here's an opportunity to dissuade me. Look how hard I'm working to get your approval, to say no to you. Mistakes have consequences. Sometimes they are huge consequences, such as a mistake while driving could kill yourself or someone else. Sometimes they are little consequences, but always learn from your mistakes, and that you should always be learning and improving yourself. That dwelling in the past only wastes your present and shortens your future. The value of a good/unconditional friend. How to manage their finances. Lesson #1. $1,000 is not a lot to have, but it's a lot to owe. Lesson #2. It's much easier to blow $100 than it is to make $100. Lesson #3. Even if it's just $10, it makes a difference on how you spend or save it. That the cliche "you never know when it's the last time you'll see" to someone should absolutely be remembered for every occasion. My best friend just died in a car accident this past Saturday, and the last time I saw him, we got in an argument, and he left, and we didn't speak after that. I'm destroyed by it. Edit. Thank you all so much for the support, and for the awards. I do have a great support circle outside of this. But all these replies and condolences really shows the empathy complete strangers can have. To protect their ears, you don't want to live with tinnitus for the rest of your life, because you were exposed to a loud noise once. Learned this one too late. I can ignore it most of the time, but some nights, sitting on your ass all day is not good for your health at all. Rolls over onto stomach instead. Now you listen here, you little shit.